So I've been meaning to make this video for quite a while now. It needs an update because the previous one was poorly lit and a lot of things have changed since I shared my gear with you. This is my updated gear list, what's in my camera bag video. A small disclaimer, I am an affiliate with some of these brands, but I want you to know that these are things that I use daily to create my films. I also want to mention, and I do this in all my gear videos, it's not the gear that makes you. Yes, that is the big thing. I'm not gonna preach, but it's how you use the gear that really matters. I've kind of accumulated a set of equipment that I think works best for me, and I want to share that with you. Hopefully you can get some knowledge from that. Let's get into it. I'm really big into camera bags, so finding one that fits my needs, that looks sleek, that I love is really hard, and usually I switch very often. For the first time in a while, I've held on to a certain bag that I think fits my needs perfectly, and it is the Brevity roll top camera bag. I love the design of it. I love the roll top. One of the main things is the back support. Super comfy. It comes with two side panels that clips in place, and it gives that extra support, especially if your bag is super full. In here, I'll usually put lens pens, my hard drives, my passport, extra SD cards, ND filters, stuff like that. If we unclip the side panels here, it reveals the actual camera compartment. Usually I have my main body camera with a couple lenses and a drone, and this usually fits pretty perfectly. What I like is that there's not too many compartments, which forces me to pack a little lighter, especially when I'm traveling, I'm on the go in very rugged environments. If I zip this, I can easily pull my camera out and get a shot. This has come in handy so many times, especially when I see a moment that's fleeting, that's only lasting maybe 30 seconds. I can quickly pull out my camera, get the shot, and put it back in very fast. All in all, this bag, and you've probably seen it before, has been everywhere. For the most part, it's kind of what I've been sticking with because I just love the design of it. Brevity makes some very quality camera bags, so I definitely recommend you check it out. Next, I want to quickly go over my camera body setup, some of the lenses I've been using, and some of these things behind the scenes to actually set this video up right now. I'm still using the same body, the Sony a7S Mark II. Haven't really seen the need to switch or upgrade, but I'm definitely waiting for the Sony a7S Mark III, if they ever release it, that is. Lenses-wise, my main go-to lens is still the same. It's a Rokinon Cine 1.5 lens, but I definitely think I will be upgrading soon to the Sony 24mm G Master lens, if my bank account can allow it. But other than that, I have the 50mm 1.4 Canon lens, and again, these two lenses work with a Metabones adapter. But I've also just recently picked up a Sony 85mm 1.4 portrait lens that I absolutely love. I've been using it a lot more now, and the depth has been crazy. Audio-wise, whenever I'm recording audio, I'm using the Rode VideoMic Pro. And finally, a new addition to my lighting setup. It's the Aperture F7 portable light. Aperture are some of the best when it comes to lighting, especially portable lighting, so I'm super stoked to have this in my camera bag. Really good on the go, really good for these videos. So yeah, the electronic gimbals that have come out over the last couple years has been some of the most revolutionary items, especially when it comes to filmmaking, travel filmmaking. And so choosing one is definitely hard. I've been using the Moza Air 2 for the last little while. Number one, I love that it clips, so I can easily balance my camera on my gimbal. The battery life on this gimbal is insane, so much so that you could charge your camera with the gimbal, which I think is super clutch, especially as a Sony user. There is a follow focus wheel, which you can set up to your manual focus lenses, which I think is super key. You can adjust these settings of how fast and slow things move directly on the gimbal. A lot of the other gimbals, you need to use the app, you need your phone. I think the only con would be just how big and heavy this thing is. There's not a lot of camera bags that can fit this gimbal. I don't mind it. I'm gonna sacrifice that because it gets the job done, and it is one of the most stable gimbals I've used over the last year or so now. Next, let's talk about drones. I recently actually upgraded my drone. It's the one with the Hasselblad camera. It's the Mavic 2 Pro. I haven't personally shot a lot with it, but I've been with people who have shot with it. So all the drone shots you saw in Iceland were shot on the Mavic 2 Pro. Every time I see this thing being flown, I'm blown away. Not only because the image is sharp, but just how stable this thing is in the air and how fast it can move. Being able to shoot hyperlapses with a mode too is super clutch, and I'm super stoked to use this gimbal for 2019.
Wait a minute.
I'm traveling, this is such a great lens that can fit in. So last year I called my drone a lens. This year I call it a gimbal. What is wrong with you, JR? And see what type of shots I can get. I used to use the Mavic Pro, and I'm thinking I want to give this away to one of you guys. Watch to the end of the video if you're interested on winning my original Mavic Pro and be one of the few to be part of something super exclusive that I'm launching in the next couple weeks. So other than little miscellaneous things like a power brick to help charge my aperture light, to a portable hard drive for traveling, usually I go with the Lacy Tech, I want to talk about one more honorable mention to wrap up this camera bag video. It's something that I just recently threw into my camera bag and that I want to test in the next 2 to 3 months. It is the Insta360 1X. It is a 360 camera. I'm very interested in new tech. Trying to get very creative shots, I think, is the key. I've seen some footage online. It's kind of insane. I'm gonna try it out for the next couple months and I'll let you guys know what I think about it. Again, I'm super grateful to be able to kind of build out my gear, work with tech that I really love, and I know that maybe this could come in handy to one of you. And what has really sparked that is a project that I am launching in the next couple weeks. I wanted to make something that I was proud of, but had a deep message behind it. This is Out of Sight. Creative people who are following their own path. It represents people doing what they love. I look back on 2-3 years ago, just creating things because I loved it, and creating things to hopefully one day share with more people. And that's kind of where the idea of Out of Sight spawned. There's only 5 limited edition ones made so far. If you do win the giveaway, you'll also get a limited edition shirt. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is follow Out of Sight Project on Instagram. The link is in the description. And I want you to go to this photo and answer the question, what makes you a creative? I'm gonna be announcing the winner on the Out of Sight Project Instagram. Then I'm gonna ship out all the stuff to the lucky winner. If you are interested in copying one of these shirts for the first drop, I am gonna be doing pre-orders. All you have to do is DM Out of Sight Project on Instagram, 3 words, let me in. You'll get the access code and you'll be able to purchase the shirt before anyone else. I'm only gonna be doing this for the first 15 people who DM me. So act on it fast if you're down to support the cause. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for always supporting, for watching. I sometimes find myself watching other people's gear list videos, so I know it's interesting. I'm glad to finally make this. That's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.